Hello again, it's update time. I've been busy all morning working on this thing, so let me show you what I did. All right, the first thing I did this morning was I put the fiberglass down on top of this part that I was going to make. This is that filler that's going to go right there. So actually I was going to paint it orange. I need to do that. Anyway, so what I did was I put PVA down, and then I put gel coat down. Then this morning, and that was yesterday, and then this morning I put the fiberglass on it. 2 layers of fiberglass mat, a layer of fiberglass cloth, because that allowed me to smooth it out. Used a roller, just a small, I don't know, 4-inch roller. Here we go. Right here. Of course it's dead because the resin's hardened on it. But anyway, that with a mini roller. Home Depot, you can get them, but it's cheaper through Amazon. So what I did was I rolled the top of that, and then I took a squeegee for doing Bondo work and went around the whole thing. Got it as smooth and flat as I could. Good enough. I'm just going to paint it orange. Not even sure how much of it I'm going to use or what I'm going to throw away. Anyway, I tried putting the PVA down without waxing the panel, and I did not put wax on the PVA. It was a little bit difficult to get off. It wasn't horrible, but it was a little bit difficult. I'm afraid if it would have had some complex contours, it would have been that much more difficult. So anyway, it was an experiment to see if I could skip some steps. The next time what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the PVA down and then wax the PVA and see if that works. Anyway, I did get it off. I didn't want to film that. So you can see, hard to do all this stuff one-handed. All right, if you look at it, there's the inside surface. So you can see that it's nice and smooth and glossy. If I was to make this panel, I would actually use this as a mold and then make the part on the inside, and that way the outside of the part would be nice and smooth and glossy like that. You can kind of see the hints of the gnats that got in the paint, but like I said, I knew they wouldn't be very bad, so I can fix that or deal with it. Okay, the PVA is still on the panel, so if you look, it's right here. See, it just peels up. The other advantage is it's water soluble, so I could literally put hot water on this and it would dissolve. All right, so let's go over here, and this is where that panel is going to go. It's going to go right here to fill in. You can see, oops, I probably should have gone a little bit higher. Oh well, live and learn. Oh, no, wait a minute, there we go. That's where it goes. Okay. All right, so I'm going to paint it orange, put it in place, and see what the wheel well opening looks like. The advantage of that is then it allows me to mock up the front, and we can get a view of what the whole thing's going to look like. All right, so the reason I did that was I knew it would take a couple hours for it to cure. In the meantime, I took the front end off the car. I got the front end off yesterday. I didn't video it because it was late and dark, but anyway, I got the front end off, and then this morning I took the 2 fenders off, and I thought that would be a relatively trivial task. It was anything but. I used several YouTube videos and documentation on, the documentation happened to be on putting vertical doors on, and they left out some steps. Well, come to find out, the steps they left out are the most difficult steps of all. Neither one of them said to remove the inner fender liner right here, this black piece. My recommendation, and it came from someone else, is before you even start something like this, remove the wheel, remove the inner fender liner completely, because there are some bolts and screws that are really, really difficult to get to with those in the way. If you pull those out of the way, it really would have been a relatively easy task. It would have been tedious because, you know, that's another 24 screws you have to remove, but I would rather have removed those 24 screws than to have fought with those fender liners, trying to get some of these hidden bolts they're difficult to get to. The headlights are loose. They're not attached, you can see. I just have them sitting there. I haven't even unplugged them. I'll take them off in a minute. Let's see. Okay, so the whole reason I take this off is, of course, I'm going to put that front end on this car. What I need to know is how far back can I move it? I knew that with this peaked nose, you can see the front of this is almost straight across. You can see this comes to a peak. Well, that peak caused an issue. So I needed to know underneath that peak, what was there. So you can see that this one is not straight across, but it doesn't have anywhere near the peak that does. The other thing is when I look at this piece right here, it's just a plastic piece with some bolts in it. Now, if you look underneath here, if we can do this with my camera, there is a module right here. I need to find out what that is. Maybe it's an airbag module, I don't know. So the question I need to answer is, can I move it? Even if I can move it back a little bit, basically, can I get rid of this plastic piece? I don't see what this plastic piece functionally does, honestly. Anyway, I'll see if I need to remove it. I won't know until I try to put that front end on. What else? I think that's it. So my next step is to close the hood and try to put the front end on. Here are my pieces. I don't think I showed them to you. There's my template, there's my door, and there's the two fenders that had to come off. All right, well, I will update you in maybe later today as I try to mock that front end up on there. But for now, that's it. Like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Oh, give a thumbs up. I always forget to say that. Anyway, I will talk to you later. Bye.